right. You know how when students work on a project and teachers realize, oh, there's something that I should have taught or should have made clear that I didn't? The template you choose is really, really important. We want to keep these minimalistic. We want you just to find one that has a good picture, replace that picture, and then replace the text. I don't want you to start with a blank template that looks like a blank sheet. We want to take something that's already attractive and put it together. And since I want you to condense and paraphrase your ingredients, do not pick something that's huge and has a ton of space. We want something that is more visually attractive than talkative. So, over here we've got a big huge picture, we have ingredients, we have directions. That might be okay, but I don't want something like this where you have a big wide space to write a bunch of stuff, because that's not what we want to do, right? Ooh, this one looks really good. Look at this ramen recipe. This would be a good example because we have a picture, we have the ingredients, then we have the instructions. But remember, we want to keep these instructions really short. I want you to take the instructions, put them in your own words, summarize them, and make them really, really short. So, we don't want a template with a ton of space for us to write words down. We don't want a ton of words. We want it to be short, we want it to be tight, and then just add your picture to it and add your instructions to it. So, do not write a book at the bottom of your recipe card. You need to pick a template that is pretty to look at, and all you do is switch out the picture and switch out the text. This is too much stuff. So you want something that might be more picture than directions. Keep it simple, keep it sweet. So the template we choose is important. I want you to show me your template before you make your recipe card. I think that'll help us. Cool? Cool. Thanks. That's all I got. Bye-bye.